everybody, and welcome to a special holiday edition of the Retro Price is Right Pricing Game Recap, starring your hosts, me, Mr. Horgan, and from the Great White North in Canada, BJMasonTelevision.
Hello, Mr. Horgan, and Merry Christmas.
Merry
and
Christmas.
How is you doing this fine day?
Oh, I'm just wonderful. How about yourself?
Oh, I'm doing great. You know, we only have a couple of shopping days left for all of you out there to squeeze in your Christmas shopping. It's just unbelievable. You gotta squeeze in your Christmas shopping. Yeah. Anyway, we got a terrific show lined up as always. Mr. Horgan, now I know last time we were going to recap the April 20th, 1982 episode, but we're not going to do that since we're in the holiday spirit here. Tonight, we're going to recap the episode that aired for 13 years, 354 days ago. Right, Mr. Horgan?
That is correct. BJMasonTelevision and I are here to recap The Price is Right that aired back on December 24th, 1999, Christmas Eve. Now, here were the pricings that were played on this day in Price is Right history. Barker's Bargain Bar, one away, Punch a Bunch, one right price, any number, and checkout. The first contestant was Suzanne. She bid $800 on a decorated Christmas tree that was modeled by the nifty Nikki Zering. The actual retail price, $995. Suzanne played Barker's Bargain Bar for a Broyhill fully reclined sofa, modeled by the juicy Janice Pennington, and a Howard Miller Clock Company Galleria 42-inch diameter oak gallery clock, modeled by the kinky Kathleen Bradley. Now, the sofa had a bargain price of $909, and the gallery clock had a bargain price of $1,020. Suzanne, by turning to the audience, chose the clock as the bigger bargain. Let's see if she was right. Over to the sofa first. Bargain price $909. Actual retail price $1,209 for a difference of $300. Now, Bob said that he does not know the prices of these prizes, but he definitely felt that Suzanne was going to win both prizes here. And it definitely seemed doable indeed. Now, over to the clock. Bargain price $1,020. Actual retail price $1,520. That's a difference of $500. Suzanne wins both prizes, totaling $2,729. We're off to a great start. Okay, BJMasonTelevision. I now go over to you for price game result number 2.
Will do, Mr. Horgan. Wow. $300, $500. That's a difference of $200. So you can do the math. Maybe I just mentioned another game. Forget it. All right, on to the second game. The second contestant was Jeffrey. He bid $751 on a Cambridge mahogany solid brass telescope with adjustable tripod, 20 power and 40mm color corrected optical system, modeled by Kathleen. The actual The wrong price for that car was $31,672. Jeffrey said the first number was 2 and not 4 because he said, and I quote, "I'll go with the audience. What are they saying?" Now Jeffrey said the second number was 2 and not 0. The third number 5 and not 7. The fourth number 8 and not 6. Jeffrey's going with the audience for a majority of the time. Well, how natural. A lot of contestants do that. At that point, Bob exclaimed, "If he wins this, why should we give him the car?" Why have us do a drawing and give it to someone in the audience?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Bob. He sure is a kidder.
Mm-hmm.
The audience likes the idea.
Oh, they love
Now,
it.
of course. Now for the fifth number, Jeffrey said 3 and not 1. That made the price $22,583. All right, time to go to the ladies, find out how well Jeffrey did. Ladies, did Jeffrey have at least one number right?
Who?
Yes. We're not playing freestyle, Mr. Horgan. Anyway, Jeffrey did have one number right. Ladies, did Jeffrey have 2 numbers right? Yes, he did have 2 numbers right. Ladies, did Jeffrey have 3 numbers right? Well, did he? I guess not. Jeffrey had 2 numbers right, so he's got to change 3 of them. Jeffrey first changed the 3 to 1, then the second 2 to 0, and the 8 to 6, making the price $20,561. I just hope there aren't any bulls in the audience, Mr. Horgan, because it's all red.
Interesting.
Very interesting. But, hey, it's just a price. Now, let's see how well Jeffrey did. Was the first number 2? That was a no-brainer, obviously. Was the second number 0? Yes, it was. Jeffrey was right on changing it. Now, was that third number a 5? No! It was 7. Darn it! Ugh. And the last 2 numbers were 8 and 1. The car was worth $20,781. And Bob told Jeffrey to have a talk with his friends out there in the audience. Well, he better. Okay, Mr. Horgan, we now go on to the pricing game that was played third. Let it be heard. Go right ahead.
Before I do, let me just give myself the losing horns for the little slip-up on the freeze frame sound effect. Where is it?
Hey, get another one.
Alright, there it is. Let me do it one more time.
You also played the sound effect from Pathfinder when someone stuck on the wrong number, and that's the do-over. We did this last season when we had a lot of mistakes when we did Drew's first Christmas show. Remember?
That was a lot of fun, I must say, with the losing horns.
Yeah.
Definitely was.
Okay, Mr. Horgan, go right ahead to the third game. Go.
Alright. The next contestant up on stage was Marjorie. She bid $1 on.
Most popular bid ever.
Indeed. Marjorie bid the $1 on an Morning Glory antique white hand painted cedar chest from the Lane Company, modeled by Nikki. The actual retail price, $520. Marjorie played Punch-a-Bunch for a chance to win up to $10,000 in cash. The $10,000 Bob Barker novelty bill was held by Janice. Kathleen was over by the 4 small prizes, and the first one was a karaoke machine. It was not $50. but Marjorie believed the actual retail price was higher than that price, and Kathleen revealed it to be $70. It was higher. Next, we had the movie Armageddon, starring Bruce Willis, on VHS. It was not $13. Marjorie once again said higher for her choice, and Kathleen revealed the price to be $19. It was higher. Next, we had a China wedding photo album. It wasn't $110. Marjorie this time went with lower as her choice, and Kathleen revealed it to be $80. It was lower. And finally, we had a pair of sterling silver candle holders. They were not $48, and Marjorie wanted to know if she heard silver plated in the description. Rod confirmed it was silver plated, and then she said higher. And just as Kathleen was about to reveal whether the price was higher or lower, Rod stopped himself and said, "Oh, I'm sorry, it's sterling silver." Then, well, by then we already got a peek of what the actual retail price was, and it turned out to be $79. So, she said lower, but it actually turned out to be higher. But you know what? Since Marjorie got confused on the description, Bob just gave her that prize and the punch.
Yeah, Ron makes mistakes all the time, man. Well, not all the time. Well, even some of the best announcers make mistakes.
That's true. Everyone makes mistakes. So Marjorie got 4 punches, and she really wasted no time punching the 4 holes she wanted to get for herself. Bob mentioned that she was like Sugar Ray Robinson punching those holes. Now, for Marjorie's first punch, she got $500. Marjorie decided to throw that away. On to the second hole. That contained $500 yet again. But Marjorie decided to throw that away as well, and now we went into the third hole. Inside, it contained $50. The lowest amount on the punch board. So Marjorie, of course, threw that away, as she couldn't do any more worse than that. But now this was her last punch. And when Bob was grabbing the slip out of the hole, he was asking, Will Marjorie have a Merry Christmas at home?
I don't know.
Well, when Bob revealed what that 4th punch contained, the slip read, well, Bob mentioned that Marjorie's Christmas could have been merry because she got $50. However, she did also get those 4 small prizes that total 98. Alright, she won $298 in cash and small prizes. And that is a consolation win. And Bob wished Marjorie Merry Christmas. Okay, BJ Mason Television, as we continue celebrating this holiday galore. Let's hear now about pricing game number 4.
Oh, yeah, sometimes I don't even have as Merry Christmases as well as Marjorie did. Oh well. Anyway, let's get to the 4th contestant. His name was Benjamin. What a name. He bid $500 on a Coleman camping package, which included a portable fireplace, captain's and first mate chairs, North Star lantern, cooler, and cooking fork. Wow. Must be pretty cold out there to go be camping this time of year, huh? Anyway, it was all modeled by Jen. The actual retail price of the camping package was $518. What an excellent bid. He's only off by $18. Benjamin played one right price for a chance to win these 2 prizes. First was a trip to Germany, which included a 6-night stay at the Radisson SAS Hotel in Hamburg, Germany. This is round-trip coach from Los Angeles, of course. This trip was modeled by Kathleen. And secondly, Benjamin can also win a trip to Tahiti aboard Air Tahiti Nui airline. It included a 6-night stay at the Balie Hai Moorea, courtesy of Tahiti Vacations. This is also round-trip coach from Los Angeles. That trip was modeled by Nikki. Jan brought up the one right price, and it was $4,700. Benjamin believes that belonged on the trip to Germany. And when Jan placed the price and revealed the actual price of the trip, it was $3,412. The trip to Tahiti was $4,700. Tough break for Benjamin. All right, let's keep this show alive with pricing game number 5, Mr. Organ. We gotta keep going here. Christmas is coming. Time's a wasting.
Okie doke. We next had Nicholas, who represents the student body of Ithaca College. He bid $800 on a Michael C. Fina Company Incorporated exclusive jewelry collection matinee length cultured pearl necklace. That was modeled by Nikki. Looked very nice. Actual retail price, $2,390. Yeah, that pearl necklace was indeed very nice, if it's that price. Now, Nicholas played any number for a chance to win either a pair of Ashley Company wing chairs, modeled by Janice, a year 2000 Chevrolet Tracker, modeled by Kathleen, or money in the piggy bank. The first number in the price of the Chevy Tracker was 1. For Nicholas's first pick, he chose 5. 5 was the 5th and last number in the price of the car. Nice start. He next selected 3. 3 was the 3rd and last number in the piggy bank. It's okay. Let's just shake that off. He next selected 8. And as BJMasonTelevision shakes off his Santa hat, I will tell you that 8 was the 3rd and last number in the chairs. Well, at least it wasn't the piggy bank. Okay, he next selected 6. 6 was the first number in the price of the chairs. One more number, he wins the chairs. Nicholas chose 4 next, and that was the first number in the price of the piggy bank. Uh-oh, one more number and he wins $4 and change.
Yikes.
We don't want that. Okay,
No.
Nicholas chose 7 next. Was it a lucky pick? Let's see. 7 was number in the price of the car. That 7 was truly lucky. Hey, lucky 7. Another play on words on the pricing game, yeah. Nicholas next chose 9. 9 was the second number in the price of the chairs. So he won himself $698 worth of wing chairs from the Ashley Company. Yeah, they are nice, I will admit. The price of the Chevy Tracker was $17,025, and the piggy bank contained $4.13. However, Nicholas did win the chair, so that does consider to be a consolation win. Okay. BJMasonTelevision, let's continue to strive as we hear the pricing game that was played last before we run out of time.
Oh, we got plenty of time here. All right. Hey, you mentioned Lucky 7. You mentioned a lot of games here today, huh? Okay. Now, before I get on to the final game, I want to mention something. Can I do this, Mr. Horgan?
Absolutely.
Before Rod called down the final contestant of the show, and more importantly, the millennia with Y2K coming up, Bob found out that Benoit, who was called on to come on down at the start of the second segment, was going to get married to his fiancée on Bob's birthday in just a couple days from the taping of this particular show. How sweet. And the group that Benoit was with, their shirts spelled out, "We love you, Bob," plus an exclamation point, was going to be in the wedding party. Bob had a contestant with an exclamation point just a few days prior. How odd. Now, they were all visiting this group that Benoit was in. They were all visiting from Montreal, right here in Canada. It's about a 9-hour drive from where I sit right now. And since they were getting married on Bob's birthday, they were going to sing "Happy Birthday" to Bob in French, if you can believe it. That's one of the 2 official languages here in this country. Now, I have the clip right here, Mr. Horgan. With your permission, I'd like to play the clip right now. Can I do that, sir?
Go right ahead, my friend.
And I want you to listen, Mr. Horgan. And you two at home, all right? Here it is. Enjoy. found have. Pretty interesting. Now, Kathleen was in charge of punching in the prices that Tressa would give for each product. That's what was on the set of checkout back then.
I love that prop.
Who doesn't? Back then, the contestants had to be within $1 high or low when it comes to the final total of the product. Let's get to those products right now, shall we? First off, we have Pam. That's used for fat-free cooking, Mr. Horgan. And I know somebody who likes to use Pam.
Do you now?
Yes. Do you know what her name is?
Pam.
Sorry, I just had to throw that in there. Thank you. Next was a 2-pack of Dove soap. Then we have a can of Magic Sizing. It's used for clothes and stuff. Then it's an 8-pack bag of Breath Savers. And finally, Whipped laundry detergent. Now, Tressa said the price of the Pam was $2.99. Kathleen punched that in there.
Do it again.
All right. Tressa said $3.50 for the Dove. Kathleen punched that in there. For the Magic Sizing, Tressa said its price was $1.59. Tressa said the Breath Savers was $2.50 originally, but she changed it to $1.50. And Tressa said the whip was $5. And that brought the total of all her guesses to $14.58. Let's see how it went here, Mr. Horgan, shall we?
Let's see.
All right, remember, it has to be within $1 high or low, not $2 like today. The price of the Pam was $2.99. Tressa got that right on. It is.
Nice.
The Dove, yeah, it is nice. The Dove was worth $2.24. They're up to $5.23 now. The Magic Sizing was $1.39. They're up to $6.62. The Breath Savers were worth $2.69. That's $9.31 in it right now. And the price of that whip was $3.76. That totals $13.07. And the difference is, oh my Lord.
Get to it.
Get to it. $1.51. And Tressa lost. If only she had stuck with $2.50 on the Breath Savers, Mr. Horgan. Darn it! I hate when that happens. All right, Mr. Horgan. Well, starting, right, as you know by now, we start doing, Mr. Horgan starts telling us what the contestants that didn't appear on stage were going to get. So, Mr. Horgan, would you do the honors for us, please, on that? Would you?
Absolutely. For the contestants that did not win their way up on stage, they received the phonics game, the Rub Doctor, and last but not least, Lee Middleton original dolls, such as the Firstborn Babe, Firstborn Boy, and the Little Love Girl. Now, back on this episode of The Price is Right, only Barker's Bargain Bar was our lone pricing game won in its entirety. We also gave away the 4 small prizes in Punch-A-Bunch, plus $50. We also gave away a pair of Ashley Company wing chairs in any number. And that's that. So, Suzanne is the MVP of The Price is Right. Contestant recognition contestants are Marjorie, Benjamin for his showcase win, which I will get to in a little bit, and Nicholas. Now, the showcases, well, the top winner was Suzanne, runner-up was Benjamin. Showcase number 1 involved ways of making the holidays easier. We had Whirlpool Gold Foam appliances, kitchen appliances. It includes a super capacity self-clean gas range, a side-by-side refrigerator with easy store adjustable door bins, and quiet wash plus dishwasher with multi-option combination. That was modeled by Nikki. From the Lane Company, we had an Eddie Bauer Collection 8-piece dining room group, along with Bode Christmas tree dinnerware and accessories that include the Millennium Ornament. All of that was modeled by Janice. And from QRS Music, a Casablanca player piano modeled by Nikki and Janice. Suzanne chose to pass that showcase to Benjamin, and Benjamin bid $15,000 even. I have the volume down, so let me just turn that up again. There we go. Now, for showcase number 2, this one was a lot of fun. It was prizes designed to jump out of bed on Christmas morning. And BJMasonTelevision just jumped. No, sorry. It included Winchel's Donuts for a year, a deluxe custom-made espresso and cappuccino machine, and a year 2000 Chrysler 300M four-door sedan. All those prizes were modeled by Kathleen, who was dressed up as a little girl on Christmas morning and was very excited. Suzanne bid $24,000. And after Suzanne gave her bid, Benjamin was eating one of the Winchell's donuts. And Bob and Kathleen were having some of those donuts as well when Rod was describing those donuts. Now Bob mentioned that he could finish the donut, but since Suzanne just gave her bid, she gets a bite to eat of that donut.
Donut.
Donut. Now, to the showcase results. Bob went to Suzanne first. Suzanne bid $24,000. The actual retail price of Suzanne's showcase was... wow! $40,241! Whoa! Yeah, that was very expensive. Must have been the car or maybe the cappuccino machine. A difference of $16,241.
I'll bet $40,000 it was the car.
Probably was. But we'll never know, really. Now, if Benjamin could not go over and be closer than $16,241, he'd win a showcase. Benjamin bid $15,000. The actual retail price of Benjamin's showcase was $15,945 for a difference of $945. Benjamin won a grand total of $16,463 in prizes.
Great bid.
Very good bid. Too bad it was not enough for a double showcase win, but nonetheless, a very impressive bid. Promotional consideration for this special holiday edition of the Retro Price is Right Pricing and Recap is provided by my favorite Christmas movie of all time, and I know BJ Mason Television will agree, A Christmas Story. I have my copy, BJ Mason Television has his copy, and I'll show it to everyone watching when I zoom into him. So, this was a special holiday treat for all of you watching out there, courtesy of myself and BJ Mason Television. BJ Mason Television, it was great to have you join me once again, and I wish you and your family a very Merry Christmas.
Thank you, Mr. Horgan. I guarantee you, next time we will do the April 20th, 1982 pricing game recap of The Price is Right. I guarantee you that. It'll have to wait until 2014. But thank you anyway, Mr. Horgan.
No problem. Until next time, I am Mr. Horgan from Woodbridge, New Jersey.
And my name is BJ Mason Television from Quispamsis, New Brunswick, Canada, with the DVD copy of A Christmas Story. Yours is different, and I got the special edition. Don't forget to get your pets spayed and neutered, all right? We'll see you in 2014. Bye-bye, everyone.
Have a Merry Christmas.